Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Daniels that time, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A first carry for the rookie, Nick Chubb. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds Daniels. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins now from the 50. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's got it to West on the dump off. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But
and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Walsh adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Running right through it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. It's Barkley on the counter. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
You see it, you see it?
Trubisky will throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Cousins now to throw on first down. It's complete to Fuller. 15 yards there for number 15. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Black, 82.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Two. Hey, watch it. Hey, we're good. Watch the run. Mike, 55, right there.
Here's Cousins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. This will be from 49 yards out. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident.
Hurry.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky will get this out to Barkley complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go. 18.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Cousins on first down. He's got Fuller. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Cousins now on second down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A good pickup there at 22. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
First down, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Hey, 18. Move.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Move. 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
That was a considerable gain on that catch by Dante Pettis, and he did the bulk of the work himself. Not surprising. An elite kick returner, he often turns into that when he actually catches the football. We just saw an example of it right there.
Certainly has good bloodlines. His father, Gary, longtime center fielder in the major leagues, now a coach with the Houston Astros.
So maybe that's how he tracks the football downfield. The bloodlines from the dad tracking down fly balls.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, it's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To the air again, it's Cousins. And Daniels has it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Cousins now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Whitehead, the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On second down, here's Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
18. 18. 18. Hey, 18.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Daniels. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Cousins, and able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Taken right around the 44. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And Hill with it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Let's go, let's go. Move.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Lock in.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
On first down, Trubisky throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Being chased out left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Whitehead, the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
18, 18. Lock in, lock in.
Now a play fake here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Cousins again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And some room to work. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Saquon Barkley taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Cousins on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
55, Mike, 55. Quaker Omaha. Hey, steamer.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Walsh adds the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They go play action with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Flex round! Ohio!
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dayon Buchanan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, here's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Daniels. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow.
A first down throw for Cousins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Lock in. Red,
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Lock in.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he fields it cleanly. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now Mack. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
The toss out to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Scoring, there's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Titans, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins.